Hello and welcome back to the MC Championship video. This is just a quick short update video because yesterday the MCC Twitter announced all the games that would be featured in the Decision Dome dial this weekend for MCC 21. So let's talk about it. Just remember that only a small percentage of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so make sure to consider hitting the red button. For now, let's dive into which games we will see this Saturday, the 30th of April at 8 PM BST for MCC 21. Okay, so on screen right now is the graphic that the MCC Twitter revealed at around 4:30 PM BST on Wednesday 27th April for the MCC 21 event, which at the time of this announcement would have been in 3 days time. However, as of uploading this video, it's only 2 days before the event. As usual for each game, the name of the game is displayed as well as a blurred screenshot of the map that will be used for that game. This time there are 9 games, but focusing on the standard 11 games we've seen for Season 2 events, you'll notice that 2 of them are absent, destined not to be played for this event. These are Ace Race and To Get You the Side of Fan. Indeed, Ace Race was removed for MCC 19 in December 2021, so it's kind of weird that it's been rotated out once again. Perhaps a new map is in development. To Get You the Side of Fan is temporarily removed here for the first time ever to allow other games to be played, while still having 9 games in total. But of course, in the end, only 8 of these will get played, and unfortunately, 1 will get skipped entirely. Now let's take a look at each game on the graphic and see if it gives us any more information. We'll start with the top left and work our way down. Rather than show you the original image this time, I'll offer a slightly adjusted image with some unblurring and color correction to improve image quality. First up, Sky Battle, but this time not on the Candyland map introduced in All Stars in November 2021. This looks to be a completely new map with a color scheme similar to that of the Mesa biome. There's an orange and yellow hot air balloon in the top left of the image, a larger team island with smaller loot islands around that, and what looks to be an inner ring, though perhaps this is not quite the middle island. Up next, survival games on the classic Season 1 map World of Cars, which we saw in MCCs 6 and 9, both in 2020, so it's been a while since we last saw this map, but it appears as though its return has pleased some of the older members of the MCC community, like myself. But no major changes visible in the image. We just see a chest and orange beacon in the bottom right, and some trees further left. Let's move to Parkour Tag, and it looks like we've got yet another new map this time, replacing the rather unpopular Plaza map introduced in All Stars last year. This new map seems way more colorful, with lots of blue, pink, white, and orange cuboids of different shapes scattered around. There is an ice block poking out the middle left of the image, so potentially the ice boost pads from the Plaza map are being reused here. Let's take a look at Hole in the Wall. While this is one game where the map really doesn't matter, there does still seem to be some cosmetic changes. Looking beyond the purple south and green west walls, in the middle you can make out some orange banners with diagonal aqua colored stripes and a mini layer of lime with an overall yellow background, but I don't think this will have any effect on how the game will be played. Let's now move to Battlebox. A lot to say about this one. Firstly, it's a new map. There are a set of identical 2D orange buildings on either side of the image, and between them a large red wall with the uppercase letter B written on it in white. Below that there's some kind of small yellow structure, and in front is a 3x3 area of white wall, but this is elevated from the ground instead of being embedded on ground level like every other Battlebox map. Additionally, there's a separate purple banner which runs across the top and bottom of this image only, which says Remix. This could mean that the entire game is completely overhauled and complete with a new official soundtrack to complement this. But to be honest, no one really knows how Battlebox can be revamped, especially since it's already a proven and sound game concept which works really well in execution. The rest of the games don't display the big new design changes we've just seen, but they're still worth discussing. On to Build Mod. It shows the Season 2 map that has been used since MCC 14 with floating upper islands to gather resources of a specific theme. For example, plants, as you can make out in the top left of the image, with colored box stations below, and jump pads for elytra traveling across the open map. There will probably be new builds because the MCC community was asked to submit some new builds to be used here a few weeks ago, although none of these are displayed here. Going across to another team game, this time it's Grid Runners, and like the MCC 20 games graphic, the exact same image is used. I doubt they didn't reuse the same image here again. It shows the finish line, which has never ever changed, and since it doesn't show any of the 8 rooms that will be used, this is pretty useless to us. But I reckon that despite this, there will be at least one new puzzle room added for MCC 21 as usual. The penultimate game in this list is yet another team game, Sands of Time, which uses the Season 2 version introduced in MCC 15 in July 2021 as a massive upgrade in terms of number of features compared to its Season 1 counterpart. The image here makes it clear that it is 100% displaying the hub where players spawn into and where they begin the game, with the massive sand timer on the right of the image and the not so useful Sphinx on the left. Finally, we have the youngest game in the roster, having only been introduced just last event, and that is Rocket Spief Rush. Important to note that while the image shows one map, in this game there are actually 3 rounds across 3 different maps. So from MCC 20 there may or may not be a new map, we're not sure. What we definitely know is that should this game be picked on the day, one of the confirmed maps is shown here, which is Santorini, named after the Greek island, which was also played in MCC 20. Also, since there are iterations for each map in each round as new pieces of land spawn, there will be more similarly designed Santorinis for players to try to survive on. The layout and size will change, however, based on round length and number of players still alive. The last last thing to say about these images is that we will be told in advance of the event about each game and its changes in the MCC 21 update video, which is always released the day before the event on the Noxcrew YouTube channel. I'll link this channel and the original team announcement graphic down below in the comments. Well, I've been your host. I hope you found this video informative and enjoyable, and I'll catch you all in the next MCC video. Oh, and don't forget to watch MCC 21 this Saturday. See ya!